Hello, my loves. Welcome back to another deeper dive session with your girl, Dion, your Sin City medium. Here, we channel messages from ascended masters, and then we take a deeper look to see how we can apply them to our daily lives. Today, we've channeled a message from Cernunnos, and he reminds us of our life force. Here's the channeled message. With each breath of life, there is a passion or desire of the heart. The role you play in bringing that desire to fruition is surmountuous. At the forefront, you must first be what it is that you desire. Choose your stance and embody those characteristics. So you decide, so it will be. Your desires remain unchallenged. Blocks are created based on fear, ego, doubts, and negative beliefs. A seductress is only a seductress when she believes she has the power to seduce. So you believe, so you exude. Familiarity breeds stagnancy, so excite yourself. You are the canvas, make it vibrant. The affirmation for this channeled message, I am desired. My sensuality exudes grace. Listen, let's talk about it, right? So to begin with, I think the most important thing is with each breath of life, right? There is a passion or desire of the heart. So with each breath, with each spoken word, you are creating a spell. You are activating the universe to work on behalf of that desire that you release, okay? Your role is surmountuous because you send out the activation call based on what you speak. So remember to choose your words wisely and speak positively about and to yourself, because this is how you bring in manifestations as well, right? So where he talks about at the forefront being what it is that you desire and embodying those characteristics, you got to think of it like this, right? You must first be at the vibrational frequency of what it is that you desire, right? You must first raise your vibration to meet what it is you desire in order to call it in, okay? So when you do this, this is an absolute choice. This is a conscious effort to do so. You got to think, even if you worked like at McDonald's per se, and you're wanting to be the manager of wherever it is, the McDonald's, fast food, wherever it is that you work, you first have to tell yourself, okay, this is where I want to be, right? And then embody those characteristics. What does that look like to you? What would the top-notch McDonald's manager do every day? What does their day look like? Or you could be an attorney and you're like, yeah, what is the top attorney in the state? You know, what would you imagine that they do daily in order to be that person, right? And then you would embody those characteristics. You would start, I don't know, hosting Saturday classes for young and upcoming attorneys. And, you know, you would constantly be refreshing your knowledge on laws or processes at the workplace, right? Is what you would do to embody that. And so you believe, so you exude, right? I had a young lady tell me once, Delulu brings Trululu. And part of that is real. You got to flip that switch in your mind. It's a conscious choice to embody those characteristics. But let's talk about it. The third point I wanted to bring up, and there's only four, but the third one I wanted to bring up was where he says, your desires remain unchallenged, and we create the blocks based on fear, ego, doubts, and negative beliefs. Listen, when you think of the universe, I want you to think of the universe like your hype man, like your best friend that's trying to hype you up about something. So if you sit up there like, yeah, like I'm the cutest thing, the universe is gonna be like, yeah, you are. you are. And it just feels like, because that's the energy that you're exuding, that's exactly how people will receive you. Like, oh my God, like she's gorgeous. And it doesn't even have to be like a physical look thing. It's the energy that you put out. So when you say negative things to yourself, right, the other side of that coin is if you say things like, oh, that's just never gonna happen for me. Oh, that happens to other people. That doesn't happen for me. The universe gonna be like, yeah, you're right, Bessie, it don't. And we'll make sure that it doesn't, right? Because that is the role that the universe plays. The universe is at your command. So the minute you speak positive or negativity to yourself, the universe is ready to fulfill that command, right? So speak positively about and to yourself. They're ready to fulfill every wish, hyping you up both ways, to be honest with you, right? At the end where he talks about familiarity breeding stagnancy, right? And you need to excite yourself and make your life vibrant. Listen, let's talk about it. When we incarnate into this lifetime here, think of it as a video game. We incarnate, boop, 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 we play the game, right? Too often do we try to hang on to people, places, and things because it's what we know, right? And then we ask ourselves, like, well, I don't know why I keep getting the same person in a different meat suit. Well, that's why, because you're afraid to let go, right? You're afraid to let go and see what else, you know what I'm saying, the universe has for you. You got to tell yourself, like, yo, I'm going to let this go because it's not for me. Let it go with love and light and be like, yo, show me what you got, universe. I'm ready. Like, tell yourself you deserve that love, right? And then first be that. Love on yourself, right? Hashtag, can you treat me better than I treat myself? Has to be the motto, right? So you have to be what it is that you want. And then you have to get, you know, comfortable with discomfort, because growth is found in discomfort. So yes, it might be uncomfortable to say, I need to walk away from this, right? Because you want to close out a cycle, or you don't like how whatever this is makes you feel. But then you got to get comfortable at taking these leaps of faith when it comes to the universe, right? To make it vibrate. You came to play, baby, so play, right? Also, you know what else is a good point? You know them people where it's like, they're like, oh, I don't know. Like, I'm not worried about it. It'll work out. It'll all work out. And then that's the relationship, say, with money. Oh, it'll work out. It'll work out. And then for some reason, like, it literally always works out for them. You know why? It's because they have a free-flowing relationship with money, and then it does. They're speaking it. They're putting that spell out. So now, every time you spend money, say, I know I'm gonna get it back tenfold. I'm gonna pay this gas bill because I'm gonna get it. Back tenfold, or let me go ahead and go to that concert because it's gonna make me feel good, right? I'm gonna get it back tenfold. I know I'm gonna get it back tenfold. I'm gonna help my friend out because I know I'm gonna get it back tenfold, right? One, you're moving with positive intent. Two, you speaking that spell, you know it's gonna come back to you, and you will believe it because you're training yourself to believe that, right? And then you're gonna start seeing how the universe does work for you. And then when small things happen, or you're like, oh my gosh, like you see how this works? A lot of times things happen and we don't even pay attention to it, or we don't recognize it, right? But the reality of it is, no, the universe is showing you constantly that they're working for you, right? And through you, but for you for sure, you know? Just like that chick where you see sometimes women, because everybody wants love readings, right? They want to know, when is their soulmate coming, right? You know, the reality of it is, the chick that's sitting there that's like not really worried about it, she come along and next thing you know, she engaged, and like, she like, yo, she wasn't even really dating anybody. Like, she wasn't even concerned with love. And all of a sudden now she getting married and doing all the things. The reality of it is, she wasn't concerned about it. She wasn't constricting it. When we're constantly wanting something or thinking about how it's not happening for us, then it doesn't. We're actually repelling it. And the universe is like, yeah, it's not happening for you right now. You know, because you're saying it's not happening for you. But if you don't even think about it as something you're not worried about, and you're just worried about loving on yourself and doing things that make you feel good, you're already in that feel good, loving energy. And so then that's the vibrational frequency that you're on. And so that's what you're calling in. I hope that makes sense. Let me know if I need to try and explain it a little bit more eloquently. But yes, that's how that works, right? And on top of that, Cernunnos being like the little sexual energy, right? He's all about passion. It's fitting that he's here to remind us of our life force, because the reality of it is, our passion is the force behind the life that we create. I hope that, you see how I did that right there? I hope that made sense. We literally, the passion that we have is the force behind the life that we are creating. I'm going to say it again. I love you guys. I hope this was helpful to you. If you enjoyed this channel message, we do this and so much more in the Discord. We've also got yes and no's in there. We do giveaways weekly in there, intuitive practice. So come join us. We look forward to having you.